Welcome back to the Heroes Premier League Day 1. We're here with our final game. We're going to have Snowflake versus 2Arc.Odyssey. Now, these are teams that we know a little bit more about and a seen. I'm a StarCraft nerd, so I've been following guys like Idra, LZ, and Chef for a very long time. No, I've known these guys since 2010 working at MLG. So, other than that, what can you tell me about these teams and their typical play styles?
Well, like you, I know a lot about these guys. I've played with and against virtually all of these players. Play styles, I'll say that Quibsy and 2Arc. I'm not sure how to elaborate on their play styles because it's based on comp in general. What you're gonna do. Quibsy, I know, calls the shots for 2Arc. I mean, that's an interesting part there. I know that he's a great player. I know all the players in this game are good. I've played with, like I said, I've played with and against all of them. And of course, you got the former SC2 greats on Snowflake, and I'm really excited to see how this one's going to go. Many people would say that maybe 2Arc's a little bit of an underdog here. Idra and LZ Gamer and their crew have been established for a while now, since the beginning of the alpha, and I expect to see some good work from them this game for sure. But that doesn't mean 2Arc doesn't have a chance, and they can easily take this game if they play well.
I mean, especially on a new patch. I mean, there's a lot of new things that can happen. I'm really interested to see how the picks and bans go because really, there's been a lot of changes in the game. Now, we're not going to go over the whole patch notes. We'll talk about tonight on Town Hall Heroes. Yeah, I'm shamelessly plugging my show. That's at 8:30 p.m. on twitch.tv/SoyaTV. But on that note, we're going to be talking about patch notes there, not here. So we're going to jump right into the draft here for Team Snowflake and 2Arc.Odyssey. And let's take a look to see what we have in store. Well, you know what? We got Team Snowflake about to make their first ban. And looks like they're banning out Tychus, and 2Arc.Odyssey follows up by banning out Stitches.
Very safe bans. That used to be the standard. Tychus, Stitches.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, potentially, like I said earlier, one of the best tanks in the game right now, and potentially the highest DPS in the game. We saw how valuable both of those characters were in that last game. And LZ Gamer will be playing on Tyrael for this game. That's the first pick for Snowflake.
Watch out. LZ Gamer loves Tyrael, and he's incredible with them, so we should see some good stuff this game from LZ.
I mean, absolutely. His Tyrael is dangerous. And like I said in the earlier match, I mean, they could go for an Eraser build. I don't really know if that's something Snowflake runs often, but it's a build that every single team has in their back pocket.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that's been practicing for a while has a few different ideas, few different strategies, and yeah, they could try to go for the burst, kill as fast as possible type, like you say, insta-kill build, but we'll see here in the coming picks.
Well, we got Ace it is Ace running on Uther with Lag Force, grabbing Kerrigan, two incredibly strong picks for 2Arc.Odyssey here.
Uther Kerrigan very strong. I'm almost surprised we didn't see Kerrigan and possibly another assassin to go with Kerrigan to really do the way we saw Mouse Sports take. No, wait, that was Prism last game. But anyway, Kerrigan matches well with other assassins to roam, and I'm interested to see what ranged assassin they'll pair with Kerrigan.
It should be interesting indeed, but we're about to see the picks for Team Snowflake to see what they do to follow up with LZ. Are they going to grab Sonya in this composition to run the Eraser build? Well, we see Idra will be playing on Tassadar and Chef on Brightwing.
Good picks, both of them. Tassadar, I love Tassadar as a pick. I think he goes well in any comp. I mean, there's not hardly a comp that it's like, oh, well, Tassadar brings us down. No, I mean, Archon is so strong. Oracle is strong. You got Psionic Storm. You got double Psionic Storm once you hit level 16. And the shielding, which is a great, bonus support feature of Tassadar, who's generally seen as like a damage dealer now, sort of like a hard carry, if you were to describe it in Dota terms or League terms. Tassadar is almost like a hard carry in Heroes.
And you look at this composition that Snowflake has right now, I mean, Tyrael has a lot of shielding on him, Tassadar has the shield, and Brightwing has the constant sustain. So already this is a beefy composition, and Tassadar is near impossible to kill as it is. He's a slippery little guy. He always gets out, he always gets away. So it's going to be very interesting to see, what they do to fill this out. But for 2Arc.Odyssey, they're grabbing Falstad and Vala. Now, we see Falstad and Vala pick together quite a bit. People that want to go for this ranged burst. And with Kerrigan to pull someone in, you can almost guarantee to just, light them up, blow them apart with characters like that.
And I imagine we'll see Vala take Rain of Vengeance this game because Tyrael's Judgment is just wipes Strafe away. So there's really no reason to want to take Strafe against a Tyrael. And perhaps we'll see Rain of Vengeance into Falstad Shock and Awe.
That could actually be an amazing setup for sure, especially when you pair that with, you have Divine Storm. That would be absolutely amazing to see for sure.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see all that combo together. It'd be great.
I'm getting excited already. Well, I'm interested to see what Snowflake's going to run or grab for the rest of their composition because I feel like they need something to kind of initiate better with. Tyrael's great for initiating, but Arthas, there he is. You know what? I'm not surprised. Arthas and Raynor.
Arthas and Raynor. That's what I was wondering about before. When I saw the Kerrigan picked by 2Arc, and they went with Kerrigan Uther, I was kind of surprised they didn't go Kerrigan Arthas because that's a common duo pick. Kerrigan Arthas, they go
very
great
common
together
pick right now. Yeah. So they didn't grab Arthas. They said all right, we want Uther. We really want the Divine Storm. We want the stun and we want the heals. So they gave up Arthas, but they still had another chance to grab him. But now Team Snowflake is going to be rocking. Honestly, what looks like a pretty scary... I mean, that's a very tanky team.
Right.
They're going to be hard to pick apart. I think.
I'm honestly like the way both comps are shaping up right now. Both seem quite strong.
Yeah, absolutely. You can never count out characters like Vala and Kerrigan and Falstad. The amount of burst and damage that they have. They might not have as much sustain, but they have the stun and they have the burst.
Right.
Well, we got one more pick coming out here for 2Arc.Odyssey. Chen Stormstaff.
Chen. All right. Can't wait to see what he does with Chen.
Yeah,
I've actually seen Quibsy play Chen before, so I might know a little bit of what to see from him on it, but maybe I won't give it away.
Wow. So you have a feeling of how you think is going to actually build the character. I'm actually super stoked to see exactly how he chooses to build him because I've been playing a ton of draft, but really, I'm still kind of torn on how I want to build the character. I mean, do you think he's going to build it more tanky to help this team have more sustainability?
I would expect a tankier build. Probably Wandering Keg is the ult, but we shall see.
Well, it looks like we're going to be queuing up on Cursed Hollow, and we're going to get ready to hop right on into the game here. Once again, this is in fact an alpha, so we will have to queue up for the game simultaneously. Solid, are you ready, man?
I'm prepared.
You are prepared. Well, let's make sure we're set on normal, not faster. That's the hardest thing to get used to. Silly StarCraft is actually played on fast mode, not normal mode. So strange. All right, guys, we're gonna going in 3, 2, 1, go. So on the left side here, we have 2Arc.Odyssey with Faker Fangirl, Quibsy, Lagforce, Newport, and I can't read his name because it's running away from me. It's Acedia. Thank you. I'm just going to keep butchering names. Well, why don't you introduce Team Snowflake for us here?
All right, we got Idra on Tessiter, Elax running Arthas, LZ Gamer on what seems to be his favorite character, Tyrael. Faye is on top of Raynor, and we got Liquid Chess supporting with Brightwing.
I just want to point out how sick the skin is. I played with LZ the other day, and God, that's such a cool skin on Tyrael.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well, pretty standard, just start off here. We see Chen's going to be going to grab the watchtower here, and Chef on Brightwing will be grabbing the bottom watchtower on their side of the map. And we're seeing just kind of, we got 2Arc just kind of trying to posture here in the middle. It looks like they might want to try to get something done, having the Kerrigan in the bush. But realizing that no one's there for them, they're just going to shift down.
Yeah, up top we may see Chen get jumped by Arthas and LZ.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you got three players from Snowflake on the top there, Faye's just kind of poking, trying to say, hey, look, I'm here. Push him down like this, and we might see the dive happen any moment now. They're just patiently waiting. Oh, but with Lagforce coming from behind, they're going to go in, and we actually have a bit of a surprise here. The reverse gank could happen, but no, Lagforce has to back down. Oh,
it's an interesting engage.
Barely survived.
Kerrigan barely survives. This is going to draw everybody from across the map other than the bottom of the map.
Well, Brightwing can always react instantly, so that's the thing. Faker Fangirl knows that Brightwing, it'll take her a long time to get up there, and Brightwing can just keep soaking as long as she needs to, and then go at any moment.
And Indra perhaps smartly stayed home in center lane to get a little bit of an experience advantage.
Exactly. I mean, getting any XP like lead is huge, but getting a kill is obviously great as well. But going in on Quibsy, everyone here popping all their abilities. He tries to drink, but it's not enough.
Not even the drink is going to save him from that one. That drink is very powerful too. He can stay up through a lot of damage and a lot of focus just by chugging his brew.
Yeah, I mean, I wish drinking beer made me stronger, but it certainly does not. But yeah, we see just Chef is just playing safe, coming back out, knowing that even though there's two of them, he's going to be just fine. Brightwing is a hard character to really just pick apart because she just stays topped off pretty much constantly. Yeah,
and she can always E herself for the movement speed boost or polymorph you, so you can't do anything to her.
Very, very true. I mean, it actually effectively shuts down Kerrigan's combo if you time that polymorph correctly. So it's a very, very good solo lane character when you consider how quickly that Brightwing can react to another lane and help out when needed. And we actually see that Brightwing has Bribe. So Bribe, 1 stack is ready for him.
Yeah.
And, you know...
Bribe is a very good talent. It's not an exciting talent, but it's super useful and can help you control those mercs just so much easier.
Well, it looks like Raynor died. I actually missed that on the screen here. Thinking about Brightwing too much. I get excited for Brightwing. But we got the curse spawning here in the top center of the map. And we're going to see both teams posture for it. Now, again, Faker Fangirl is soaking up as much XP as she can, but will she try to go up? Because it takes quite a long time to get to that top lane.
Yeah, I don't think she will. I think she'll sit home bottom lane and just get that experience, and we'll see what happens here with the tribute.
Personal preference, do you think the first tribute's just worth throwing away? You think it's just better to like maximize your XP and soak it up?
You can argue for letting it go, but if you have any type of positioning to where you can make a play on it or poke at it for as long as possible, then you should probably do it, because I mean, 3 tributes to a curse, and the curse is no joke, and you know, that tribute's going to be 1/3 of that. It's 33% of the way there. But yeah, it can be argued either way, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, 2Arc doesn't just want to give it up. They're just keeping poking, playing safe. And they got their giants pushing here in the top lane. So Snowflake should actually respond and just make sure they take care of these giants. And we see Faye is doing just that.
Yep.
But Chef is getting cheeky, poking with... He looks like he grabbed his giants. He probably used his bribe stacks for that. And no, it looks like he still has 2 bribe stacks available. So Chef can still bribe. But
you may see that on... I've seen them. They might try that on the enemy knights. He might try that here in a few minutes.
Now, did you happen to see who grabbed that curse? Because there's no way for me to see that on the screen. I actually did not see who grabbed the curse.
I missed it myself.
RIP. Sorry about that, guys. But we see that we have 2Arc.Odyssey grabbing their knights, and looks like Snowflake is going to do just the same. Someone has the curse. We'll find out before long. We can do math, and everyone's just kind of doing the safe thing and making sure they maximize their XP. And we'll see the knights collide before...
Yeah, 2Arc gets their knights before White can ever try to use the bribe on them.
Very true, very true. And we're seeing this cheeky play going for the golem here by 2Arc.Odyssey. And Snowflake must be wondering where they are at this point in time. They're saying, alright, let's clean up the knights. But they have to, like, you know, think, alright, they're all missing. Where are they? Where are they?
They would have to assume that they're on their golem. They're just letting it go. They're letting them have their golem so they can get this push mid.
But at the same time, was that push worth it? It's going to be cleaned up pretty quickly. And now they have to worry about a golem in the bottom lane where the tribute's spawning in the top. Looks like they're going to choose to likely give this tribute up because... excuse me. This is actually Snowflake grabbing the tribute. My apologies.
Yeah, Snowflake is going to get this tribute clean, it looks like.
It's just, I think of blue as being a snowflake, you know? My brain got confused there. Anyways, so in the center of the map here, we got Snowflake actually going for the golem of their own. They're gonna all kind of come here and just kind of fight it down. And Shen's just gonna soak in the top lane, but I don't know if 2Arc's actually gonna respond. Doesn't look like they have any intentions of responding. They just kind of want to do as much damage in the bottom here and soak in the other 2 lanes.
And Brightwing has enough in her kit to hold off this push to keep the fort alive.
Yeah. Again, Brightwing is just really well-rounded character with a ton of utility. The Q will clean up the creep waves pretty quickly, and she's grabbing her mana there. And again, the polymorph. If you ever get in a bad situation, just polymorph and E out, just get safe. So it looks like Snowflake might want to try to get some damage done with their golem, but the tribute has spawned in the bottom of the map, and they'll likely want to not give that up.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you're right. They're going to come down for it. They don't want to let it go. They're going to let their golem get focused down top and see if they can get this tribute. Baker may get jumped here. She's out of position.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice play by Chef coming in with the polymorph, making sure she can't vault right away. The heroic goes down by LZ to secure the kill. Nice play, good use of it, making sure you get that kill rather than her vaulting once again.
Yep.
And,
Baker was just too out of position trying to make a play on that tribute without any teammates around to help.
And the Banshees are in here wrecking havoc. Chen is shielding and knocking everyone out of their way with the Wandering Keg. But Newport will likely fall here. He's going down for sure. And it looks like Snowflake will actually just push them back.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
The Archon's just uncontested doing damage in the back line, and you never want that.
I'm surprised they actually got Uther in that situation, honestly. So this is what we're going to find out. Who grabbed that first curse? Did Snowflake get it? Yes, looks like Snowflake is 3-0 on the curses right now. That confirms the confusion that we had earlier. We're seeing the Bride be used by Brightwing, and she's just going to Hearth back for mana, and she'll come right back with Phase Shift. Taker Fanger really just trying to push them back, deal as much damage as she can.
Yeah.
How do
kind of a waste of strafe there, I think. A waste of strafe, yeah.
That's what I'd say, because you know you're not going to get a kill. That's kind of, but if Kerrigan falls... Ugh.
Surprised that strafe was taken. We'll see if a Judgment interrupts that strafe later on in the game.
Definitely could happen. I mean, that's the power of something like Judgment. You can just die from anywhere. And again, I disagree with that heroic once again, because Brightwing's going to heal them up. She has regenerative reigns, just going to keep healing them up. Poking with a heroic like that seems kind of wasteful. Like, you're not going to get a kill. They're going to get the fort and they're just going to back up. But again, at the same time, they know 2 heroics are on cooldown. So if Snowflake wanted to initiate, it's not that dangerous because 2 DPS heroics have been used.
Yeah, but it looks like they're just going to play safe, and it looks like they're going to head to get the fort mid, and then from the fort mid, perhaps we'll see them retreat to pick up their knights that are up in 30 seconds, or maybe they'll go top and try to get the top fort as well.
Well, LZ wants, it's real low. LZ wants to just burn it down, just one smack and it's gone. A shot from Raynor, smack there, and Snowflake is just cleaning up these giants, and we could see like we got 10 seconds on knights. They could easily go and grab the knights, and I think that's probably what we'll see happen here, but. 2Arc might mess that up. 2Arc might say, we want to initiate here, and everyone is going to be converging in the center of the map.
Yeah, I mean, they're heading out. They're riding out right now. They right into each other.
And I like Kilek's positioning here, just getting up in their face, but Wandering Cake is moving everyone around.
There's the strafe.
Very, very nice play. By the Chen and the Arthas, just getting in their face, doing their job to disrupt, but...
Arth is just too strong.
The sustainability of Snowflake is just like, it's too high. They keep poking and poking and poking, but with Brightwing and Tassadar and the shielding from Tyrael, they're just constantly at full HP, it seems.
Yeah, it's real solid positioning as they move too. Everybody's in their correct position. Arthas up front, and everybody's spread out around. Arthas staying inside of his AoE, so that any enemy that gets too near is going to get caught in it as well, and it makes it very tough to attack.
Well, we see these knights trying to push here in the middle of the map while Snowflake falls back to just kind of grab their wall, get some mana. It looks like they want to just posture again to initiate. Chef, of course, can always just hearth back, but he decides, alright, no, I'll stick around if you guys want to grab this golem. But this is going to be an initiation for sure because everyone knows the golem is about to pop. And we're gonna see LZ just kind of get in the front line, ready to initiate.
LZ, I think, will be the initiator here.
I mean, LZ.
No, they're going to go on the golem.
They have so much initiation.
It's going to be up to 2Arc to initiate.
And 2Arc is ready. You see Chen getting up his shield, and he's going to get ready to dive on him.
I would have done it with Kerrigan. I don't know why Kerrigan hasn't jumped in or something.
Well, we see the Banshees are in here. The nice Divine Storm, but it's not enough to save them. Snowflake is just cornering everyone, just picking them apart. The Wandering Cake didn't work out for them at all. It seems like the Wandering Cake is like, it's disrupting, but it's not doing enough.
I mean, unfortunately, the strafe was wasted, and I think that could have gone completely different if they had just based their initiation off of Kerrigan going in with a combo.
Well, that's a full team wipe, and they're going to get a lot of damage done here on the bottom lane. And the curse has spawned again. The Grave Golem following quickly behind. This is a dead keep.
Yeah, this keep is not going to stand for long.
Actually, they might be able to save it. You know what? It's going to be real close. It's going to be real close, but Snowflake realizes they're going to go for the tribute. Keep is going to fall at the looks of this. The whole team did not stay to defend. They said, all right, we just don't want to give that up. We're going to stall as long as we can, potentially. But nope, they're giving it up as well. So really everything's working out for Snowflake at this point in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the keep. They got the tribute.
Yeah, that had to feel almost like bad luck for 2Arc to not be able to focus on the golem. I'm sure they thought that they could focus the golem before it could take the keep, but it just didn't work out that way.
And 2Arc, you know, they grab the Giants and they're kind of just cleaning up in the middle here, but they have to realize what's going on. Snowflake's going for the second golem, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's too risky to react. They're down 3 levels, and the level 16 advantage is actually huge at this point in the game.
Oh, yes.
Level 17 at that, I mean.
Yeah.
But 16, yeah. So.
You're going to see Snowflake grab their knights here, and then maybe even they're easy at the same time, and then probably a push for the win on some front. I'm interested to see how 2Arc reacts to this, because they're in dire straits.
Well, we see that we have merc camps across the map here, and we're going to see a big push down the middle by Snowflake. Well, the tribute's up, but no one cares. They're saying, no, we want to pressure. We want to keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
We know we have knights in the bottom. We want to keep you distracted. Excuse me, giants in the bottom lane. And they're going to push with their knights here in the middle of the map. See what they can accomplish. And 2Arc should just clean up this golem and respond coming down to the middle lane here. Now, I'd like to see, like what you said, see this Kerrigan try to force the initiation, force something to happen, because if you got the Primal Grasp in and you get behind them with the Wandering Keg to try to push them into your base at this point in time, you could really make something big happen. The Wandering Keg is kind of hard to initiate, or kind of hard to execute, excuse me, in the way that you might want to, because characters will run away the second they see you rolling at them with Wandering Keg.
It almost would serve better as like a secondary initiation, like like you were alluding to, where Kerrigan goes in and he follows up with Wandering Keg as they try to focus Kerrigan, and he disrupts all their focus, which allows everyone else to do their work.
I mean, I agree 100%, and I'd like to see that happen, but it looks like they're just going to play safe, clean up the bottom giants, while Snowflake grabs yet another curse. They are now one away, or excuse me, another tribute, when one away from a curse. And Sheth is really just getting his farm on here in the top line, protecting his tower, because he knows at any point in time he can just teleport back to his team. Really nice play. But it looks like we're going to have a potential initiation here in the middle of the map. Now, the Knights are going to be up in 8 seconds, and it looks like both teams are well aware of that, and they're just kind of cleaning up the area. And they find the Uther out of position, but...
Yeah, it looks like Snowflake wants to spring an ambush and then get the win based off of respawn timers.
But Divine Storm has been used just to salvage his life, and that's never something you want to do, especially going into initiation. They're pretty much forced to give up these Knights since they don't have Divine Storm available. But it doesn't look like 2Arc wants to give up the Knights. Chen goes in, Wandering Kate goes down. Honestly, that false and heroic didn't get a whole lot done, and we're just seeing Snowflake's health bars stay really green. Or, excuse me. Wow. Again, I keep thinking Snowflake is the left team. I apologize for that. But
they'll forgive you.
Snowflake did come out on top for sure. Again, the additional sustain that they have with the characters like Brightwing.
2Arc just doesn't seem quite as cohesive as Snowflake. Snowflake just seems to really play well together at least in this match that we're watching right now.
Right, and again, these healing wards adding on top of their sustain there, and that's going to be game for Snowflake. Hands down, well played by them. Like you said, I mean, I see Chef playing Brightwing a lot. I know that Idra plays a ton of characters. You pointed out that Tyrael is definitely LZ's boy. But at the same time, 2Arc had a lot of characters they were comfortable with. But I think I think grabbing Chen might have been like that gamble, because Chen is a new character, and every time he went in and he tried to get that Wandering King to really disrupt, it didn't really seem to do as much as you might hope for.
Right. You definitely would want more out of it than what they got, as the results show. Yeah,
absolutely. But I mean, Chen's one of those characters that I feel like, I mean, every single time they've added a new character to the game, they tweak them a little bit. They do a lot of... It's still alpha. They tweak characters a lot. So I feel like we might see some more build refinement. But I didn't have much of a chance to look at the Chen build. Did you check it out at all?
Not in as much detail. There's so much going on in the game that I'm hard-pressed to find time to hit tab and really study the talents.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to go back into that replay and really kind of pick apart what that Chen did. Because I'm really interested, because I think it was definitely like the idea was there, But I think having that initial initiation with Kerrigan, going in with the Primal Grasp, and having Chen use the flying kick to get around someone, and then wandering kick, maybe 2 members.
Right.
But it seemed like he kept trying to get like 3, 4 people out of the way, but just kind of pick a target and get them out of that fight. I think that might have worked a little bit better for him.
It may have been a simple matter of them not being, quite as versed in that strategy, like involving Chen, and then you're facing one of the most established teams, and maybe you're got a little nerves about that, and
that's true.
So you don't play it as cohesive. You're not like following each other up in the perfect manner like maybe it would normally do. You're not firing off your abilities in the exact right order, and if you're not clicking on all cylinders, that could spell demise for you in this game.
It absolutely could. It absolutely could. I'm actually just going to throw the break screen on here. We're not going on break yet. We're going to keep talking. I just need to look at Skype, and my overlays are weird. I think Pride wants to do a post show. We just made it barely. Maintenance starts in 8 minutes. That's awesome.
Wow. Made it.
Just going to confirm that there is actually going to be a post show because I think Pride initially wanted to do some form of a post show today, recapping kind of like the events of today. So we're going to hear back from him in just a moment, assuming that he did not go AFK. But on that note, honestly, really solid games. I had a ton of fun casting, man. It was
a great time.
So the post game will be put on YouTube actually, so it's not going to be a live thing. So guys, look out.
Does that mean? Go on.
Yeah, look at that. You can look at my conversation. Oh, production value. Apologies, guys. So there's going to be a post-game show that's going to go up on their YouTube. I'm actually going to... Pride, why don't you link the YouTube link for everyone here in the Twitch chat, and once I see that, I'll read it off for the stream. But seriously, like, all these VODs will be on their YouTube channel. They're doing a ton of work here for the Heroes competitive community. You guys saw the pick ban phase. I mean, it's really, really well done. It's really polished. Those are all custom things that they render out to create, like, actual solid production value. Notice I used the word solid. My shirt says solid. Oh, I've been hiding it all cast. Look at that.
Half the audience doesn't know what it would mean, maybe, but I was going to say this earlier, and I didn't because I wanted to keep it sticking to Heroes. But how did you preemptively Archon our names, Jake?
Oh man, we are the new casting Archon. Yeah, we are the solid Archon. But yeah, that just kind of worked out for us. I mean, this was actually both of our first live Heroes cast. It was a lot of fun. There's plenty of growing to do for us, of course, as new casters, but it was a ton of fun. And, honestly, solid cast, solid game. And YouTube.com is the URL for these VODs will be youtube.com/NexusChampTV. So, guys, make sure you hit the follow button here on their Twitch page. Go to their YouTube channel, subscribe to their YouTube, and you can find me. It's SolidJakeGG on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, if you guys are not familiar, I'm just going to do my plugs right now. I'll let you do yours in a moment. But I do a ton of Heroes content. I'm actually at the point where I'm going to be releasing videos every day. And yes, we'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pride is saying in the chat. 2 p.m. or for day 2, not 2 p.m. I think that the time frame is to be determined, but it's day 2 is going to be tomorrow. Anyways, sorry about derailing that like that. So by YouTube, I do all kinds of stuff. I do a podcast called Town Hall Heroes. Podcast airs every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. On the East Coast for our pre-show, and then the actual starts at 9 p.m. I do another show called Duo Q, which is just me and another guy playing and casting live, and an interview series called Clairvoyance, where we interview your favorite players, personalities, casters that are involved in Heroes of the Storm, and some people that are more like esports centric that are around Heroes. So that's kind of what I do on my YouTube, so feel free to follow that, and I do lots of live games on Twitch, so SolidJakeGG all around. Now, Solid, where can people find you?
Well, you can find me at Vex_solid on Twitter, and other than that, you can find me in Heroes winning games.
And your team, Vex Gaming, I mean, just shout outs to them, right? I mean, I'm sure they have a Twitter as well.
Shout outs to all Vex. We got I should know this off the top of my head, I guess. At Vex Gaming, we got I don't know the rest of the guys' Twitters are off the top of my head, but
it's brand new. You guys just got
kind of sprung it right on me. I wasn't prepared for it. I apologize.
I'm sorry. You just got picked up yesterday. I don't expect you to know everyone's Twitters just yet. But so day 2 of the Heroes Premier League will be 7 p.m. on the 17th of September, 7 p.m. Eastern. That is So, any final shout-outs before we sign off?
Shout out to Vex Gaming. Shout out to Heroes Premier League. Shout out to ESV. EC. Oh man, it's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm not ready for this. Shout out to everyone out there who watched and had a good time.
Awesome. Yeah, shout out to the viewers, guys. It was awesome. I mean, we had great viewership. I didn't expect this much viewership in the middle of a Tuesday. Really awesome. Thanks for turning out, and we'll see you next time. And just final shout out for myself to HPL and Nexus Champ, everything they do. www.nexuschamp.com for all the information, schedule, and everything you need to know about the league and more. So be sure to check that out and set it to your favorites if people still use favorites on the internet nowadays. All right, guys, it's been a blast. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.